Hello everybody, this is Al Souza from Kraken Studios. We are doing another video today now that the Christmas vacation is over. And this video is going to be about the remaining items up here on these rows. Since they're pretty simple, I'm going to go through them. The last time we talked about diplomacy. So we're going to start over here with summaries. Well, as you can see, there's lots of action going on over here. I ran a few turns on a new game. To show some of the icons over here, like a high dungeon over here, some battles and movement that happened between enemies, a little side icon over here that shows you where a storm occurred, impacting people's production in gold, more battles of the AI fighting other kingdoms, like up here. But we had a little war with Rusa, and now we're in a battle with them. This adds a little bit more information for the game for some of the remaining menu items. So we're going to start off over here in summaries, which is where we left off. And we're going to go down each one. So summary under summary, tells you what you might have missed on the opening screen when you get the data for the turn, the report for the turn. Tells you accepted agreements, what the situations are, enemy heroes, governor reports, so on and so on and so on. Next section over here, all your locations. You could sort them in various ways, just like any other menu items. Change the order of them. Go to one of the locations, and now this will shift it over just slightly, so it's not dead center because this is in the way, but it'll be just slightly right of the menu. Artifacts, no artifacts found yet, but when kingdoms start finding artifacts in the Extreme Adventures, they'll be listed here, what they do, who owns them, and once you conquer that kingdom, you take their artifacts. These are all the forces and estimates of their strength, their wealth, how many victory points they have. Again, you could sort these any way you want. Your losses in battle. Fallen heroes. So I ran some of these heroes through dungeons. You can see some of them died battling, and it gives you a little description of what happened, where they died, when they died. You know, little added feature. These are all your units over here. Up here it tells you all their statistics. You can go to the unit by clicking where they're at. I have to do an adjustment over here so it pops up a little bit out. Type of unit, you can sort it by different ways, flip it around. Achievements, during the game you have achievements that you could do. Gaining an artifact is one achievement. Getting like a mage up to 15 intelligence, or a cleric up to 15 conviction gets you an achievement. Achievements earn you victory points toward winning the game. Notes tell you specific things about the scenario. And that's pretty much it for the summary section. It's pretty simple. Battles. Anytime they have a battle, it'll save the battle log for about 3 turns. And it's only your battles or battles that you fight or fought against you. So over here we have some of them. Takes you over here to where the battle occurred. So it shows you battle summary, the date that it happened, who attacked, who the defender was, who got lucky, attacking strength, defending strength, the losses, and the results, defender retreats. And as you go down this list, you could see over here, if you had a leader, it would show the hero commander. And you can go down your battle list, since usually there's quite a few battles that happen. And that's the simplicity of battles. In heroes, this would be probably the most complicated screen that we have over here. This is our list of heroes, how many we have in service out of the maximum. You can increase this up to 24 with a, let's see here, I forgot which building actually it was, with a guild. So each guild allows one more maximum hero. As you remember, this below here is your vault. This is where your magic items are. Heroes can exchange items when they're at the capital. And the capital for this kingdom is over here at Crown's Reach. So this little crown means that the hero is at the capital. If you have a little flag, like if you, let's see here, if we have somebody over here real quick. That is there we go, this guy's an administrator. So we are going to select this person, govern, and let's see if we have a kind of military leader over here. No, we don't have a military leader. All right. So as below, if you have a unit, a little flag will appear over here. If you have a military leader, you notice this little icon over here means there's a leader. So if you go here, you'll notice that the same icon appears here. Same thing for a leader. If the hero is a leader, an icon will appear here, a little flag, a little red flag to indicate that they're leading an army. You could go to their hex, and heroes that are at the crown, what you could do is like say for example, here's your cleric, and you look through your list of items, right? So let's see here, intelligence and conviction. I want to give it to him. I give the hero the item. You can sort it by alphabetical. You could sort it by slot. And when it's over here, you click it, and it shows you what the item is. When you're on a hero itself, like we got another hero. Let's see, I forgot which one of these guys has items, or I think they actually died. Some of them actually died with the item. Oh, here we go. Here's a guy with a couple items. You just hover over, and it shows you what it is. That makes it pretty simple. And you notice he has an empty mine slot over here. So the 3 items that players can have is a weapon slot, an armor slot, and a mine slot. And generally, the weapon slots go for warriors, the mine slots go for spellcasting heroes, and the armor slot goes for either or, depending on how you want to do it. You can always return an item to the vault. Down here, you can recruit new heroes for gold. Now, it doesn't tell you exactly what they are, but you can get a hint by how much their cost is. Good heroes are a little bit less, evil heroes are a little bit more. So if I was to choose one of these warriors, I would probably choose this one over here. No, we don't have enough gold. So we're going to sell some stuff. And we're going to hire this Zorian. Zorian, here he is right here. So he's a pretty decent hero for first level. Got some nice stats over here. So this is it for this. Pretty simple. When you select a hero, you could change his biography down here, type whatever you want. You could dismiss him. Have to hit the Alt key as usual. And what that does, it gets rid of them from your list. You don't use them anymore. So sometimes what will happen is you'll get some warriors that you use early, and they're kind of weak in strength, weak in health, and you find a better warrior later, and you dismiss them and get another warrior, since you're limited up here in how many heroes that you can have. This is the cohort screen. So what we're going to do is we're going to buy a quick militia. And units that you build will appear here on the list. It'll tell you how many turns they have, how many strength. And when you go to deploy them, you just click them, and yellow hexes will light up. And then you can place them on the yellow hexes. Militia, since they are weak, they can be placed anywhere. But any units where their morale is trained or higher, you have to place them where you have a barracks. And the only place that has a barracks right now is currently right over here, which is your capital. This is the undo button. You can undo any hero move or any unit move. If you run into an enemy unit, you can't undo it because you'll have information on them. So like, let's take, for example, this guy over here. Move him, right? I can undo it. But let's say I take him and I go over here. I can't undo it. He ran into a unit. I got more information on it. Now I can look at this unit, see what they have. They have a leader. These over here, these are the toggles, and the toggles, they're hotkeyed automatically to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 0. So this is the borders. This shows you the location flags. This shows you the hex control. Now, why is it that I have this hex control like this and not a full hex? You'll see why in a second. This toggles the actual hexes. Toggles the units, toggles the heroes, toggles the supply, and as you notice, if you want to see the control and the supply, well, there you go. Let's turn these off. Shows you the weather, if there's any bad weather. Right now there's not, so because we're in the summer. And this shows you events. So we had the storm before, and it'll toggle off the event if you don't want to see it. The next session of menu items is the end turns. It'll give you an option to complete your turn, no, or save, just in case you forgot. In play by email games, this will save a file that you could send to your friend if you're playing with them, the next player that's going. If it's a hot seat, it'll go to the next player. In both of those, play by email or hot seat, you have a password that you have to enter to do your turn. So there'll be no cheating. These are the help files, which is a living technical manual in here. And recently I introduced the rulebook, the full rulebook into the game for players to read. First edition. This gives you all your options. If you're playing a single player game like I am, you could change the bonuses of the computer opponent, or even change your adventure size from large to small adventures. This is your hotkey placement. These are your graphics. If you ever mess up the scaling, you could always hit Shift Enter to reset it. So if I do this and I hit Shift Enter, it resets. You have the game auto scale, windowed flat map or 3D map, and we have our usual blocks, figurines. I'll show you the blocks. You guys might not have seen the blocks before, but it shows how many units you have or how many units they have if you like this kind of look. The icons are the simple icons that you see in a lot of 1980s fantasy board games, except that they're colorized. And the figurines are something new, and right now they are still being completed, but players like these little figurines, so I decided to pay and have them done, and they look really, really well. This is the same game. Save new, delete. With delete, you have to hold the Alt down to delete a game file. Quick save saves it under the last name. The current loaded name is this. If you don't have a currently loaded name for your game, it'll save it under whatever the title of the scenario is. And this is the quit. Same options as the save. So this was a quick run through on the remaining items at the top. As you can see, they're pretty easy and pretty self-explanatory. As always, you have the information button over here if you need more help on the menu items. And that will be it for today. Game is going to come out in April. So far, there's been a lot of excitement for it. Some YouTubers have been streaming the game. They're quite happy with it. And the beta testers are enjoying the game. So see you next time.